am. Thank you. And that was just I was just trying to type in the chat what an excellent presentation that was, Dr. Shirumbu. That was very, very interesting. So thank you so much. So I'm Michele, and I'm from Canada, from British Columbia, and I'm proud to be an advisor for the Glory Future Foundation. I'm not a teacher myself, although I have taught outside of the education system, in music and in art. And I know some places are lucky to have that instruction within their systems too, which is so important. Um, I was thinking about the value of education as we worked our way up to this meeting here, and I was thinking about how children learn differently. So not every child learns the same. Some children are really visual learners, and those are the ones that probably have it the easiest, right? They can read, they can see something and understand it. Other children are visual learners, or I'm sorry, are audio learners. So they have to hear things. So they need to be read to, they need to have a teacher explain things at the front of the class, for them to really understand the best. And then other children are hands-on learners. And I think that's the most experience I've had, is working with hands-on learners. So children that, in order to really understand, they need to use their hands and they need to experiment and try things and see what works and what doesn't. And it makes it really difficult in a school system to accommodate all three types of learners, because if you're trying to reach the majority of students, well, then you're going to work with the visual, right? And then the second group, the audio learners, you're going to try to reach out to them as much as you can, and you can stand at the front of the class and speak, and but for hands-on learners, that takes a whole extra level of preparation. And so I'm really always just inspired by teachers that manage to bring all three of those components into their classroom. And that's why I like to teach music and art, because we can do that outside of the classroom and give children a chance to really have a hands-on education. So, in Canada, we're really lucky. Our government provides our education. So every child can go to school from kindergarten right through to grade 12 or 13, and it's paid for by the government. So it's all free. And we also have a good post-secondary education system, which is not free for everyone, but does provide support for Indigenous people who wouldn't have a chance otherwise, and also has a really robust student loan program. So in our country, if a child decides they want to go on in their education, it's pretty easy to do. And so it's just a matter of encouraging them to help understand how important that is. And part of it, I think, is through providing these different types of learners, different ways that they can learn in the classroom and outside of the classroom, so that they learn to love learning. And that, I think, is the most important goal, is if you have a child that comes out of your school and they have learned a love of learning, then you've done your job. So again, I want to thank all the teachers that are here today. You're all doing amazing work, and I love the relationship that you've built up between different countries, and that's just so beautiful to me, to see children in Georgia learning about Bangladesh, and children in Bangladesh learning about Georgia and Canada, and it just really makes my heart so happy. So thank you, Saeed, for bringing us all together today. It's been a fascinating program, and I look forward to the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Michele. Thank you so much for being supportive, and you know that we have the same goals to bring a big change in education field. And